Good evening, people. Good evening. Welcome to Reaching Out with Eddie. People, is glad to be back. I've been missing in action. I tried to keep you guys abreast of what was going on by talking to you and just let you know that I was still here and that I was safe. I went underground, and my reason for going underground because I didn't trust the people that I know if you haven't seen it on the news, I'm sure that it's going to be on the news because I feel like that this city here, the city of Meridian, has been doing everything that they could. Now, when I'm talking about the city of Meridian, I'm talking about the governing authority and basically the mayor of Meridian, who I'm talking about. The mayor of Meridian has done everything in his power, in my opinion, legal, illegal, in order to stop me from giving you guys information, to stop me from running for office, or to make it so difficult for me to get out and campaign. All the candidates have had an advantage over me because they've been able to go about and run their campaign with impunity without anybody bothering them or anybody doing anything to them. But I've been singled out. And every single time I attempted to run for public office, it's always this and it's always this person right here. And it's kind of like a beast that I helped create. And woe is me, and woe is you. Again, I just want to take this time out I was charged again. I was charged again by the Meridian Police Department. And at first they didn't have a bond set for me. And I was initially supposed to go and turn myself in Monday. I did not do that, and because I felt like the Meridian Police Department was operating outside of the law. I felt like that had I turned myself in, and this is me feeling like this, people, I felt like had I turned myself in, that they were going to do something to me. Because when you're talking about giving a person like me no bond, when you don't have the legal authority to do so, then there's something suspect in that. One of the things that concern me so is that I look at what has happened to people like Gary Barber, Levi Gibbs, Levi Gibbs Jr., and Davon Hardy. Davon Hardy was beaten. He was beaten one time while in custody, and he was beaten again, and then he ended up being hung. Of course, it is my opinion, based on certain facts and certain circumstances, and based on certain information that I received, that Davon Hardy was killed by MPD, the same people that assaulted Levi Gibbs Jr. And that's the reason why, by me speaking like this and telling you guys things like this, the reason why I've been targeted by the Meridian Police Department. Not just everybody, just some, because while there's a few that I do trust, most of them I don't trust. Even though I have gotten this precarious situation, this predicament somewhat behind me by turning myself in today. I turned myself in today. Bro Sam, you was there, and I just want to thank you. And Bro Dice, you know what? His spirit was there, but you know he has a grandmother that's, how old is your grandmother, Bro Dice?
93.
93, and he's the primary caretaker for her. But how about he still was OTW, but by the time he was on the way, it was already a done deal. I can say that I was treated respectfully by the Meridian Police Department. I think that they had a plan for me, and I think that the plan that they had for me was not what they intended. They was planning on me not making bond. They wanted me in their custody so I could slip and fall and hurt my knee, so I can be so depressed that I'll hang myself. Now, can I talk in suppositions for a moment, folks, out there in podcast land? Let's suppose that they wanted to beat me, like they did Levi Gibbs. Let's suppose they wanted to beat me like they did Davon Hardy that led to his death. Now, here's what I want to say about that. I ain't the nigga that you whoop ass. You can't whoop my ass. I'm not that nigga. But the reason why I'm saying this, folks, is because, see, if you whoop my ass, you got to kill me. So when you're talking about whooping my ass, you're talking about killing me. Because if you're talking about whipping my ass, I'm too damn smart to allow for you to just whoop my ass. Because if you whoop my ass and leave me alive, I'm going to wreak havoc on you. I'm going to be your worst nightmare. I'm going to use that pen way more mighty than any those knights of old use their sword. I'm going to use my pen, and I'm going to file every writ, every charge I can against anybody that abused their authority under color law. I know that you're watching me. I know that you hate me. I know that you don't like me. I don't care about any of those things. You know, I'm a family man, and it really bothers me that this administration, Bro Sam,
Yes, sir.
can be like this. Because Percy is running for office. Folks, he don't give a damn about you and your tax dollar because he has lawsuits already against him, but he's steady doing things. He's the chief. He's the keeper of the store. He's allowing for them to do things. And when I say chief, I don't mean such as in chief of police or the chief administrator office. He's the mayor of the city. He's the head nigga in charge. He's the man that's over everybody. And he's allowing for this to happen while he's out there campaigning asking you for vote. This thing, what they did to me, they arrested me for a felon with a handgun. Folks, and my bond was $75,000. What? Usually when you get charged with something like that, they get the gun off, it's $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. Mine was $75,000. So when you hear it on WTOK, Eddie Hope charged with a felon with a handgun. See, now I have a pardon, so I'm not a felon, but they going to tell you that. All this is designed to keep you from voting for me. This put baggage on me, additional baggage for me to carry. Now I'm able to run my campaign. But folks, I got to remain vigilant. I don't trust who I don't trust. You can't smile in my face today and you've been hurting me. You done everything you could to hurt me, and now you're going to smile in my face and you're going to be friendly toward me and think that I'm supposed to trust you. Bro Sam, I got in a fight with a dude a long time ago, and he had killed folks before. And so I beat him pretty bad, and he's Tucker Sturman, you know, Big Stud, his brother.
Yeah.
And he had killed folks. And so, folks, now, eventually we worked out our difference. Bro, but I never turned my back on him. I never trusted him. I never disrespected him, but I never trusted him.
You remember that?
Yeah, I never wait, man. I'm going to trust you. But folks, I want to tell y'all this, and I am able to tell you this. They had a new attitude when I went there. You noticed that today?
Yes, sir. They came out.
Yeah, and folks, the reason why they done that, and I'm finna hold up, that I have filed, they call it a mayoral letter. This is intent to file lawsuit based on Mississippi law. The city of Meridian, the defendant's address. And this is a letter from my attorney, Abby Robinson. So here's the first page, folks. I want you guys to see this. This is what they gotten already, because my lawyer told me I can talk about this once she get a return receipt from them saying that they've received it, and they have received it, because I got off the phone with my lawyer not too long ago. She told me I can tell you guys whatever I want to. She told me I can talk about this. So I'm going to show you the first page so that you know I'm not lying. Here it is again. Abby Robinson out of Jackson, Mississippi is my civil attorney to file a lawsuit. And it's dated March the 1st, and I'm fixing to read it to you. To the defendants, the city of Meridian, Meridian Police Department, Chief Reed, Detective Rochester Anderson, individually and in his professional capacity, Detective Laws, individually and in his professional capacity, Detective Brandon Fireplace, individually and in his professional capacity, John Doe 1 through 10. That's all of you that are doing things, and your name gonna come out and discover when you start telling it on each other. That's John Doe Company 1 through 5. And that means if the city council got anything to do with this, or any company or any entity in this county that has anything to do with what's going on with me, will be a part of this lawsuit. That's John and Jane Doe 1 through 5. And so, and the defendant's address, the city of Meridian sent one to them, and sent one to the Meridian Police Department and their address. And this is pursuant to Mississippi Code annotated 1146 111A. A party must file a notice of claim with the chief executive officer of a governmental entity 90 days before filing a lawsuit against a municipality. So what I'm doing is filing claim, folks, because I've been injured, and I'm fixing to go and skip. No, I'm not going to go into details and tell you all this and all of that. But I can tell you that one of the allegations, I can tell you this notice to defendant to sue based upon guaranteed U.S. constitutional rights of the 1st, 4th, and 14th Amendment, due process, racketeering, breach of negligence, infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, negligent hiring, meaning not hiring the right people, because when you don't hire the right people, folks, they do these kind of things. Negligent supervision, not being supervised properly, so they're able to do these kind of things. Negligent retention, body harm, breach of fiduciary duty, bad faith, misrepresentation, misuse of legal proceeding, and negligence per se. So, yes, I said racketeering. Yes, I said misuse of a legal proceeding because all this been done. And folks, also, we filed a motion in circuit court asking that because the relationship between me and the city of Meridian has broken down to the point that I don't think that I can get a fair trial in there from anyone. Folks, the warrant that was signed against me was not signed by Robbie Jones or John Howell. I think because they are an attorney and they would not have signed it. So here you take a person and you get a gun out of his business when he's not there that's in his son's name and you charge him with possession of that gun. Oh, wow. Possession of a handgun. I think that any attorney would look at this, but I'm not going to go into a lot of details. I can say that all this is designed to interfere with my campaign, to stop me from running, to lock me up, to do bodily harm to me. I had to keep a low profile. I talked to you guys. And I know I ain't going to go in and tell y'all some of the things, but I can say this is that all the officers were named in this. Other officers will be probably named in this, Bruh Sam. This here is not saying, this is not a threat to sue. This here is an intent to sue. So the clock is counting, folks. I'm looking at 90 days from today. We will be filing a lawsuit in federal court alleging all the things that I just said now. And I'm fixing to show you the last page too so that you can know. You've seen the first page. Now I'm going to show you the last page so that you can see that this here is an actual lawsuit. And I'm holding this up so you guys probably can see that this is Abby Robinson. And y'all can Google her. She ain't no joke. She's a very astute attorney. I got to say this too, that my criminal attorney, Joseph Denson, man, I just got to tell y'all, the Denson law firm went above, in my opinion, and beyond. I think that Attorney Denson, I don't know what some of you might think about him or his law firm. I can say this is that Attorney Denson is a very good attorney, and he's coming into himself. It's just like, you know, you're an attorney, you're coming into yourself. Now, a lot of attorneys, and we can name some, they become a part of the system and they make deals. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they get to know the judge. They get to go to the social club with the judge and they all joke and play and tell everybody happy birthday and all those kind of things. Joseph Denson is not that person. He earned his stripes. You understand what I'm saying? He earned his stripes by winning cases. He earned his stripes by getting defendants released. And so he did that for me because Monday I didn't have a bond, but today I had one. And the Denson law firm was instrumental in that. And so, folks, I mean, I'm just like, I'm still perplexed. I saw my family today. I got to say this is that I did not trust the Meridian Police Department doing an intake on me again, folks. And so, it's certain peoples there that I did trust. And I can say that Detective Van was one of those detectives that I trusted. And so when he did intake on me, I got to say that everybody was respectful. I think maybe that Manel letter had a lot to do with it. The intent to file a lawsuit might have a lot to do with it. And the fact that I can tell y'all this is that one of the things that Attorney Denson alleging in this lawsuit, well, I ain't going to even say, I'm not going into details. I'm not going to. I just want to invite my family and friends again to come to Lauderdale County Courthouse at 2:30, have another hearing. Probably try to restrict it and say you come in there. It makes me feel good to just know you're outside. You understand? It makes me feel good to know that you're there. And it also let them know that, hey, this person is here, that he's not by himself. It's people caring about him. Man, I just got to name some names that was there. You know Marie Franklin was there.
Sir.
Lord, she was there. And I got to say this is that, again, Pam Chapman and her bonding company, I don't know what the name of the bonding company, but again, they bonded me out of the jail. And so I got to thank them. But I got to tell this, but Mr. and Mrs. Two Belt was there. Boy, you know they was there. And grandbaby Two Belt was there too. You know, my sister Doris, boy, you know, she was there, and her two sons was there. I mean, there was so many people there. My sister Joanne was there. Other people was there. Everybody I did not know. Some people that I did not know. But I can tell you that it wasn't hardly anywhere to sit, man. Yeah, Johnny. Oh, the last of the OGs, the last of the triple OGs was there. Who else was there that I didn't mention?
Joanne.
Oh yeah, I mentioned Joanne. Yeah, she was there. Oh boy, I'm finna get stabbed, man.
Tracy.
Tracy and my granddaughter was there. And my little girl Aurelia was there. And Triple T was there. Hey, you know Tony was there. Tony was there. You know, I was there talking about Toxic Tony. We didn't know that was her. Did you know that was her? Well, you should have told me because I like to got cut when I got. Yeah, no, I started laughing because I didn't really know Toxic Tony. No, you know, but Tony, man, I'm talking about. I can say that she had my back and she was there. And she was stressed out really about this. My family was been stressed out about this. You know, my family in Alabama been stressed out about this and reaching out to me. You know, my brother Kurt, my sister Rhonda. You know, everybody. You know, the mayor of 9th Avenue and my other brother Gay. You know, I'm talking about Wayne. My brother Gregory. You know, my family just reached out to me. They was there. You know, my children. Crystal, you know, my son Phoenix, Xavier, boy, and even Lil G, you know, so all my family was there, especially them girls. But them girls just ain't no joke, boy, I'm telling you. But I just really appreciate everybody being there. And I wanted to say this is one of the things that they don't want you to know. We have, like, this mayor here is running for office, and Gary Barber was killed. And, you know, he's saying that the officer was justified. But now they have enough. They was going to, in my opinion, they have enough information to file a lawsuit against the Meridian Police Department people. And I want to tell you this. Did you know that those 3 police officers, and I'm going to give you their name, Tavares Smith, Colin Kent, and Bud May, they go back to work tomorrow, bro. They go back to work tomorrow. So here it is, they done killed the man. They done shot him down, and they go back to work. And here this administration is asking you to leave them in office. Here these people are saying, hey, vote for me. Put me here. So you got these 3 guys going back to work. Like, so we done killed us a nigga. We done killed we done killed us an animal. We done killed a 3/5 person.
What about the cam? They still released it?
No, it ain't that. The thing of it is that this man ain't even in the ground good, and he back to work.
Right.
They was left off pay, I guess, relieved from duty, but just kind of like to create the emphasis that they're doing something. And folks, that's the reason why they don't like me. They don't like me because of what I'm just telling you. So here you got 3 people that done killed. So how can you feel safe about them? Why is it that person nor the chief have addressed this? Neither one of them has said, hey, we're going to let these guys back to work.
Right.
They done anything. They've been exonerated. They haven't been exonerated. But they only do that to you because you don't speak up and you don't do anything. There's no solidarity between black folks in Meridian, Mississippi. You looking at me, and bro, they put a lot of baggage on me.
Right.
But you can show them that, hey, we're not going to let you pick our leaders for us anymore.
Right.
We're going to pick our leaders for ourselves. We're going to look at people's report card. And that's what they don't want. One of the things I got to say is that, man, I appreciate you guys watching and everything, but I wish you guys would get more involved with what the topics that we're talking about. And the reason why I want you to get involved, because that's the purpose of having this podcast and the comment session. We like that you're watching and everything. But we want you to get involved with the conversation. So don't be afraid of what they're going to do. I think a lot of you don't say anything because you're afraid to be singled out, or you don't want people to start thinking the wrong thing, or you're afraid of what would happen to you. And I got to say this, bro, Sam, if they would mess with a black man like me, I'm a strong black man. I'm very intelligent. I'm highly intelligent. I know I'm a paralegal. I know how to fight. If they will mess with me, imagine what they'll do to just the average Joe out there that don't know what I know and able to do what I do. It shows how out of control they are.
Right.
It shows how they don't care anything about human rights. And this is what I'm hitting with racketeering, folks. Yes, you can go to jail for racketeering. You can go to jail for that. You can go to jail when you use your authority, abuse of authority on the color law. So I still got to be vigilant, but I got to let y'all know that my family coming. They ain't going to let you just do something to me and stand still. There's still going to be some accountability. What you got to determine and decide now for how far. And here's another thing, too, I got to say, Bro Sam, is that they got a copy of my intent to sue. And they still press these charges against me. The same person, Rochester Anderson, still press these charges against me. Wow, man, I'm talking about giving me evidence to use against him.
Right. On the meridian.
Yeah, I gotta say this, bro. I'm still on the side of the law. And the reason why I say that, folks, is that I gotta trust in that law. I gotta trust in that law, even when that law failed me, even when that law sometimes seems like it's blind or seems like it's biased. I have to trust in that law because that law is the only thing we have. It's the great equalizer. And the reason why I trust in that law, because that same law that bite me in the butt, gonna bite them in the butt. And so I trust in the law. Right. So if they can prove their case, ain't good, but if I prove mine, right, that ain't good for them. And so the city of Meridian now, they settled with what his name is, it Bob Luke, that filed lawsuit against Western Linderman, saying something about slander. So you got Kevin Magruder done filed lawsuit, and then you got Bonky Partridge, if I'm saying his name right, that done filed lawsuit against the city of Meridian that has been damaged a whole lot more so than Bob Luke. And I'm talking about they have, in my opinion, egregious acts been committed against them. But the city of Meridian has not settled those lawsuits. But they settled and gave him $50,000. Man, what the hell's going on? What is this? This is the same person that don't know. You got to just follow the money. You got to look at that. So, city of Meridian, you can settle with me. Leave me the hell alone. You know, and settle with me, or else we gonna end up in federal court. It's just simple as that. I've shown you guys that I am suing. I haven't went into the details or the meat of the lawsuit, but I promise you this. If I say, you know what the Truth Master used to say, and I want to send my condolences to two people, folks. Fred Welch's brother died, so I know how he feels because my brother died. I know how Fred Welch's mother feel because I lost a child. I know how his father feel because I lost a child. Right. So my condolences to the Welch family. Fred, man, I know you're going up north to get your family and everything. I hope you be safe, and my condolences to you guys. And you know, I can't say, I gotta say I know how you feel because I've experienced that. But again, you know, I'm here. And condolences to the Lewis family, Miss Helen Lewis. Wow, man, wow. Yeah. That was a sweet lady, wasn't it? Man, I think I'm talking about strong, and I promise you, I didn't see her, but the last time I saw her, she was close to 90, and she was walking around, moving around, and lucid. So, you know, that's the blessing. That's how God bless her, how Allah bless folks with longevity. Longevity, she was blessed with that.
Hey, I want to give my condolences to her, too, man.
Yeah.
You know, those were my neighbors when I was
That's right.
kid.
That's a little kid. A kid.
I was always down there.
Sure, right. I already know it. I already know. Yeah, sure is. Yeah. Condolences to her and everything. And we hate. But one thing that the Truth Master used to say is that if he tell you that the moon is made out of cheese, bring some crackers. So, folks, I'm gonna tell y'all that my lawsuit. If I say something in my lawsuit about anybody, you can believe I got the crackers. You can believe that. Believe that. Believe that. And so that doesn't mean that I'm going to talk about this and vilify anyone. I think that villains vilify themselves. Right. I really believe that. What we're going to do now, folks, we're going to take a break. And again, I want to engage you guys in the conversation. I appreciate you guys listening and spread the word. I want more people to listen. I want to thank all of you for being concerned. I want to thank the bell ringer and the dice man for keeping it going, boy. They kept it 100 around here and everything. Well, I'm back, you know, but I'm still vigilant and I'm still in the struggle. I'm still running for city council. Until I'm innocent until proven guilty, folks. I hope you guys can remember that. I'm innocent until proven guilty. Because my bond is $75,000, that doesn't make me a bad man. It means that somebody was trying to fix it so I could make bond. And so, you know, so that's $225,000 worth of bonds I'm out on,
Less
man.
than a
Yeah,
month.
yeah, in less than
Almost a
and that's
month.
sad. And but that's okay. I just want you guys to help me bring about a change in this community, right? Help me bring about a change. Dice man, take us to break. Folks, I want to welcome you back, and I just want to welcome myself back, and just want to say thank you guys for remaining vigilant. I hope you guys get out and vote. I'm gonna be campaigning now hard and heavy because everybody got a head start out on me, and so I'm gonna really be campaigning, coming out there, and we can talk about the issues. But I hope you guys don't start asking me personal things or about legal things or about my lawsuit. I've already told you what I want you to know. Anybody want to know anything, go and watch one of these videos, and it'll give you all the information. I'm not that person that'll discuss my business and personal business with total strangers, but I could talk about the issues. I hope I'm gonna work really hard to be your next city council for Ward 2. I think that the city really need people like me, people like Bruh Sam. I think that we need change. I think if we have people that been in office that you can look at what they've done, don't go so much about what they're saying. Don't go by the last minute conversation. Just look at their voting record. Look at this city. It saddens me when I go around in this city and I see the houses that have been torn down and won't go back up. I go around in this city, I see streets that are bad, so bad that you couldn't even drive a wagon on. This is neglect in this city here. So it's things in this city need to be addressed. It really bothers me the water bill is so high. So many things are so high. So many people continue to. Do you know, folks, is that things remain the same in this city? We've changed our leadership, but that old money still has its grip on us. It still has its grip on this city. So things are changing, but you understand that there's a certain amount of attrition among our quality of life in the city of Meridian. It's just slowly going down, down, and down, and there has not been any growth or development here. And so we have people that are running for mayor now. And I think that anything would be a welcome change. And I got to say this, bro, Sam, that even if Kim Burner Houston is elected mayor, don't think I'm patronizing her. It still be better than what we have. Now, I understand if you elect her, it's kind of like keeping Person off it because she has enabled him. And Jimmy Smith is something from the past. So, but again, I think that we need someone new, but if Jimmy Smith is the mayor, I think that he'll do a better job than Kim. I think that he'll do a better job than the current mayor. I just got to say that. The only person I think that do a better job than any of them is Weston Linderman, because he's there. He's been involved, and I think that, not to take anything for Jimmy, I think that Jimmy could learn the job, but Jimmy would be better than what we have. I do know this, is there's no way that Jimmy Smith would allow for his police department to do the things that this police department is doing. And I can't say that Kim would do the same. I think Kim basically would leave things like they are, because she the one confirmed this current chief. And so I think under Kim Burner Houston, things will remain the same. I gotta say this, is that somebody told me that they saw Jimmy Smith going in the Sheriff Barrett's office. I don't really have a problem with that. And the reason why I don't have a problem with that, because I think that we made a big mistake by not re-electing Sheriff Barrett. Because this city has really went down, especially in our community, under this administration right here. So I don't think it's a bad thing that Jimmy went into the Barry law firm and talked to them. I think that any person that's going to be the mayor in this city right now going to have to be able to deal with all people, white, black, Republicans, GOP, Libertarians. I think going to have to, in order to take this city to the next level, because we have a lot of people in GOP that actually have money that could really make a difference in this community. So that person going to have to be able to work with everybody. I think that Weston Linderman can do that, and I know Jimmy Smith could. I'm just telling you the truth. Dice man, read us those comments, please.
All right, we got Michelle Allen says, greetings.
Hello.
Hey, Michelle Allen, you got to be some kind of Lolo Allen.
Okay. All gas, no brakes. 81 says, no sound. Okay, all right, we got past that. Okay, Louise Jones says, hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hey,
sis.
Miss Louise.
All Gas No Break says we can hear now. Okay, so in the beginning, I had the music down. We were jamming, but
Oh, okay.
they couldn't hear it. Okay. All right, let's see. We got Ellen Franklin says, top of the evening, peeps.
Hey, Marie.
Marie.
Boy, Marie is a strong sister.
Yeah,
And
soldier.
she's not afraid. She's a true
Soldier.
soldier. Yeah, she is. Thank you, Marie.
Okay, and Louise Jones says, miss you all. I've been working a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, we're back.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thomas Dawson says, sup, my brothers, watching from Dallas. Meridian, please vote Percy out of office. Sup, brother Dice, I'll be home in May. Keep up the good work, my brothers.
Okay,
Well,
brother.
thank you. Be
Appreciate
safe out there.
Thank you, brother Dawson. Jim Myrick says, sorry I tuned in late. Hope you all are safe and well.
We are,
My
Jim.
brother.
Go back
My
and watch
brother.
the beginning of the show.
Okay. Judy Grady says, good evening. How is everyone doing this evening? I am glad to see you, Eddie Gray Hope. We love you, my big brother, Eddie Gray Hope.
Thank you.
That's my family right there. That's my adopted family, man. I'm
Yeah.
the father figure. I'm the male figure in that
Yeah.
family. I love y'all and thank you for your love and your support.
Okay, Louise Jones says, please be careful cause the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy.
So true.
Right.
Yeah.
Tristan B. Hampton says, good evening, guys. It's good to see your face, Mr. Hope.
Well, hey, Tristan, tell your mom I said, hey, it's good to be able to be for you to see it, but I was low keyed and I think it was necessary. But while I remain vigilant, I'm able to talk to you now. I'm able to move about.
Yes, indeed. And he kept that short, Tony, so no stabbing. All right, Louise Jones says, sorry, I'm just hearing about this. Okay, not sure what that's referring to.
Yeah, I think we'll go back and watch some of the other videos, especially the ones where I'm not showing probably the last three, the three preceding videos, and you'll know a lot. It'll bring you up to date to what's going on.
Okay, Jim Myrick says, this corrupt administration will do anything to try and discredit you publicly because you are running for public office.
Yeah, and they don't want me there. They don't want anybody that's going to do right. They don't want anybody that's not going to accept bribe. They don't want anyone that's going to be right for all the people. They don't want any. They want somebody that's going to be, I say biased. Somebody that's going to keep, they want the oppressor. They don't want the liberator.
Okay, Thomas Dawson says, I want to donate to Mr. Hope campaign. How do I go about that?
What I'll do, send, I think, I'll send an email to reachingoutwitheddie@yahoo.com and I'll send the cash app. I just hadn't looked at it in so long. I don't even remember what it is, bro, Sam.
I think I got it where I can put it up on the screen if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Yeah, this is it right here. It's EGH for Ward 2. Is that correct?
Yeah.
EGH for Ward 2?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's, I don't know how Cash App work because I ain't got that. But
Yeah.
okay. All right, and moving on, Michelle Allen says the city insurance company settled with Bob Luke only to pay his attorney fee. Western Lindeman didn't want to settle it from what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But $50,000 is a lot for attorney fees. I gotta say that's suspect in itself. But they still hadn't settled with anyone else. I'm sure the other people would be glad to settle with them. If they would settle.
Okay, Crazy G-Ma says, glad to see you back.
Hey, Crazy G-Ma.
Okay, go down a little bit here. V's Catering LLC says, good evening, family. Powerful message on today, Bruh Bell. I hope that our religious leaders, community leaders, and education leaders will finally come together and fight for us.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah, it would be good if they do that, but that's just not
Yeah.
going to happen. It's not going to happen. If they can sit and watch all this going on and they don't open their mouth, they're not going to fight for us up at all. And
No.
and guess what? Since they haven't been fighting for us, we should not expect them to fight for us. We got to fight for ourselves. And we have an opportunity on April 6th to really send out a message. All we have to do is vote.
Okay, and also I forgot to send my condolences to Brother Fred.
That's right.
When I was talking about Miss Lewis. So my condolences, bro. Fred Wells says, "Good evening, good people."
Good
What's
evening,
up,
big
Fred? Fred, man. Fred have my back. Fred be having my back, boy. I ain't talking about way back. I'm talking about he be having it, boy.
Keep your head up, bro,
Yeah,
Fred.
yeah. Keep your head up and thanks for everything. Y'all be safe out there, you and your family.
Indeed. Michelle Allen says, "I don't trust no Democratic candidate being backed by big money Republicans."
Yeah. I think that's been our problem, is that instead of we looking for the big buck, we looking for the flash instead of looking at the substance.
Right.
I think when we go to the big bucks and we go after the big bucks, we forget about the common man, the little man, and it's the common man that we need to be doing things for. The rich man don't need it. Jesus said it right when he said that the physician is for the sick.
Right.
Okay. Louise Jones says, "You are right, Mr. Holt. Miss Berry and Jimmy is friends. I have been taking care of her mom. That's how I knew he was running for mayor."
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that at all because, Sherry Berry is my linked friend, right? Connection and everything. And again, I reiterate, we didn't get it right when in 2013. Is that when it was? Is 2013 when Purcell was elected?
14.
We didn't get it right. We did not get it right. We were bamboozled. We were fooled. We was excited about making the first black man mayor of Meridian. We made him mayor of Meridian for all the wrong reasons, and he used that to our detriment. And now the quality of life in this city is horrible. It's abhorrent. It's not going to get any better with the current administration nor this governing authority, with the exception of Western Linderman. They all need to go. George don't need to be reelected. We need the person running against George need to beat him out. We need to send George home. He's 80-something years old. You got to look at this city. You can't be voting for people because they're white Republican or they're retired PhD or professor. You need to look at George's scorecard. He has his grade, and if I made the kind of if I had the type of effort in school when I was going to school and he was my professor, I would have gotten an F. So I'm grading you now, George. I got to look at the state of Meridian. I got to look at this city, George Thomas. I give you an F. As long as you've been there, man, look what you've done to this city. It's time for you to go home. And folks, y'all have to do that. I can't do that. You got to do that.
Exactly. Government Mule says, "Don't sweat those charges. Good luck, man."
Thank you, Government Mule.
All right. Louise Jones says, "I'm a healthcare worker." Okay.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
Janiyah Grady, last but not least, says, "I love you, God Daddy. 100. Be careful out here."
Yeah, thank you, Janelle. That's Miss Julianne Grady's granddaughter.
Okay.
Those are some wonderful children. You got Savannah, Anastasia, Janelle, and Chris. I taught Chris how to play drum. And there's some wonderful children. They've been through a lot. I'm the male figure in their life, and they're like children, and I love them. And that the grandmother, Julianne Grady, she's a strong black woman, and she keep that family together. And they have a mother. Their mother love their children, but she has some things that she has to deal with. But that's okay. That family is okay. And folks, I promise you, it's always our children. It's always the roots. It ain't never the leaves on the tree. It's the roots that's coming up behind that tree that's gonna keep that tree growing and being. And those children gonna help that family be all this can be. Anything you want to say to the folks, Brother Sam?
Now, like you were saying, brother, that you can't fight the fight for the people. But black people act like they don't want no change, man.
Yeah.
You know, we got to get out there and vote for the right person. We can't look, like I always say, we can't look at nobody's background. We got to look at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nobody in Meridian is sticking their neck out like you.
That's right.
You're back against the wall. You coming out like a cat fight.
Yeah.
It's what we want in office. Somebody like
Yeah.
you.
And I tell you, people, is that even with I think I was told that it was a warrant for my arrest like almost 2 weeks ago, but they was trying to get their hands on me. That's this thing where they came to this place to get me. That was a kidnapping, folks. That was an attempt to kidnap me. And so I have all that on camera. I have all that on in the cloud. So I'm going to use all that in my civil complaint against all the people that are involved. And I promise you guys, I know you guys are watching. I promise you I have the evidence against you. I promise you I do. You know what you've been doing. You know what you've done. If you paid somebody money, I have evidence of that. If you, whatever it is that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing just to hurt me and Miss Bennett, then I promise you that it's not going to be like you think it is. Brother Dice, anything you want to say to the people?
Yeah, just once again want to give my condolences to the Lewis family. When I think about 15th Avenue, I know you know this, bro, Sam. We're down to maybe 3 of the original people who were there, and that's Miss Smith, which would be Leon Smith's.
Yeah.
That's right.
Parker.
Well, Miss Parker, she wasn't originally from there, but yeah, I forgot. So that makes 4.
Yeah.
She's there, and then you got Miss Lewis. That's Billy Joe Lewis, Brooke Lewis' mother, and my grandmother. So it's gonna be sad seeing Miss Lewis.
Yeah. And you know, I thought about that, and I look at all the houses that some of these people used to live in. Those houses are not there anymore, and I think that April is still staying in that house. Once April leave that house gonna go to the ground. It's going down because the family's not coming back. They all been very successful. They don't need the money. They have good jobs, and my brother. Before I go close out, I want to say this is that my brother. And I have a first cousin that's actually retired CIA, and he told me to reach out to him, and bring some different perspectives on things, and that's probably something that I'll do because he was in Navy intelligence first, and then once he got out of Navy intelligence, then he went into the CIA, and of course he's retired now, and he's actually my first cousin. That's my dad. Sister's child, and I think I should probably network as much as I can just to bring the focus of attention on this situation. It's a precarious situation. It's a lot of stress, man. It takes a strong person to be able to go through, and then I know that they done killed. I know that they'll kill, and look how this administration is bringing those 3 guys back. Like the hell with you guys. These are killers. These guys are coming back, man. So folks, you out there have an opportunity now to send them home for good. You understand that if you get rid of this administration, the new administration come in can ask for an investigation. And I believe Jimmy Smith would do that. I don't think that Jimmy would allow for a police department to do the things that they're doing. I can't say the same thing about Kim because Kim further. She wouldn't even second for it to be an investigation. Had she done that, a lot of things that have happened would not be happening, and perhaps Gary Barber and even would still be alive. Even Davon Hardy would probably still be alive. But folks, I want to thank you guys for listening in. Again, my condolences to the Lewis and the Welch family. And Fred Welch is first cousin to Coach Hampton.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, again, this family is, experiencing death again. So, my condolences to the Hampton family, the Welch family, and the Lewis family. Y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for listening. I love my family. Just thank all of you guys for your support and your love. Dice, where you at, Dice? Peace out, Tony.